Now I'll try and ride Zen. If that's not possible, we're pretty much screwed, but maybe it will be. Okay, let's try. I can see a snakeskin veil or something like that coming down, but or a win. It's either a snakeskin veil or a win. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today's video is going to be another standard deck. As you can see, we have here a Selesnya Overlords deck. Now, I know this deck is well known, we all know it's very good, but this deck actually had a little bit of an update / upgrade with the aetherdrift, which was Ride's End. This card plays perfectly, synergizes perfectly with this deck. It costs more than 5, so it costs 5 actually, so it's gonna trigger up the beanstalk. You're gonna get a lot of cards with this, and it exiles, it doesn't destroy. So against those pesky mono reds, Artfire, Heroes and Cacophony Scamps, whatever decks, I don't remember if that's the right card, but I think it is, I don't know. It's gonna work out perfectly because it's going to immediately exile, so you won't get that dumbass trigger of the damage when those creatures die. Apart from that, you have, I feel, most of the original shell. I think I'm missing one of these overlords because I only had 3, as you can see, and I'm poor, I only have 2 mythics available, so can't really use them a lot. We have Authority of the Councils to gain some life that we're gonna need because this deck can go pretty fast, but usually you'll need a couple turns, to at least 3 turns to start really setting up your board, right? Because the perfect thing for this deck is turn 1 Plains, Authority of the Councils, turn 2 Forest, up the Beanstalk, turn 3 another green source, Overlord of the Hauntwoods, and then you can start building on top of that, and it really adds up. You're gonna draw a bunch of cards with up the Beanstalk. It's pretty easy to get 1, 2, 3 at a time. Caretaker's Talent draws you cards, Beza can draw you cards, and basically once you have up the Beanstalk in the battlefield, pretty much everything will trigger it. Everything on this side of the screen will trigger up the Beanstalk when you play it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 different cards that you have at least 3, with 3 of them being playsets. So pretty good. Also against those mono red / bounce decks, you have Temporary Lockdown, which is going to be fantastic in those situations. Yes, you will lose your Authority of the Councils and your up the Beanstalks, but sometimes you want to play Temporary Lockdown just so you can lose your up the Beanstalks, or you're gonna mill yourself. Trust me. Another way you can actually win with this deck is with the tokens. So with your Overlord of the Mistmoors, you're gonna create tokens every time it enters or attacks. You have 4, so you can create at least 8 tokens just by playing this card, but then when it attacks you create 2 more. Also, you have Fountain Port that you can create tokens, and if your opponent has creatures on the battlefield, let's say at least 2, when you play Beza, if you have none, you're gonna create tokens with this creature as well. And then you can copy those tokens with Caretaker's Talent level 2, and then you can buff all those creatures with Caretaker's Talent level 3. So those are basically the ways you will win with this deck, either token creation, just pure being like a value engine of sorts with card draw, a lot of removal. You're gonna win by annoying your opponents as well, so that's another way. That's 3 ways. You're gonna see most of all the ways in the 5 games we have in this video against very good decks usually, so I hope you enjoy it. I really did enjoy playing with this deck, so I really hope you enjoy watching me play, and yeah, let's get to the games. Oh, sorry, I forgot to press record. Okay, I have no idea what we're playing against, but turn 1 Authority of the Councils is pretty decent. I had to mulligan to 6, I mean. I guess I'll take that out. So this is either gonna be just plain discard or bounce. I don't really have anything super interesting. Okay, so it's zombies actually. Well, I guess authority of the council is gonna be much more important than I initially thought. So I'm gonna surveil. Yeah, okay. No. I need something more urgently. I need something better. That's really not it, but okay, another corpses, so we'll take 3, right? 4, I mean. Okay, that's not terrible because of the ley line. I'm gonna play that and the Overlord. We're gonna take a little bit of a hit, but we're also drawing a bunch of cards. Okay, so now we need 1 land. Oh, we got it. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna take at least 8, which is a lot. But next turn, okay, so not 8. We're gonna take 10. We're gonna gain 2, but we're gonna Sunfall next turn. So what does this? Just cycles. Okay, that's perfect. So we're gonna go down to 6. But again, like I said, we're gonna Sunfall. Yep. I was thinking just to see what other options I could have, but I have no options. And we still have 1 ley line binding left to, you know, to see what's what. I don't know what our opponent's gonna play, so okay, this one enters tapped either way. I'm gaining 2 life. I haven't seen this deck in a while, man. Okay, sacrificing, I don't mind that necessarily, so that's fine. And I guess it's our turn. I think I'll take the other one. I'll draw 2 cards. I have a bunch of stuff here. So I'll just take the other one. I don't want him to, you know, keep doing this crap. So I have a lot of mana. I'll rather surveil. Okay, that's pretty decent. I will play base, gain life, create tokens. Oh no, I don't create tokens, right? Because this is a 1/1 in terms of creatures now. And I still have that or that option. The rebuke, the right end, or the win. pretty decent. Against skeletons they came in hard, but once you have 2 up the beanstalks, 2 authority of the consoles, and you know, you just need 1 or 2 spells that are 5 or more mana. Pretty much have an endless source of value, which is pretty decent. Pretty quick game. Let's get into another one. Once again, I forgot to press record. We're playing against Europe. That's gonna be aggressive. Okay, this is not fantastic, but I will keep just because we will have up the beanstalk on turn 2. I'm going first, so I will not play authority of the consoles turn 1, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, yeah, I'd rather surveil. I'll take the Overlord. It's not ideal either, but I'll take it. Okay, so mono head. Authority of the console is going to be important, but I'll rather have up the beanstalk ready to be played. We're gonna get mana screwed, so of course we are, but we have ways of, Jesus Christ, of gaining life. That's what I was gonna say. Okay, finally that. Yeah, I will authority of the consoles, and I think I will be a little bit calm with the use of the right end, because I could do that now. I have no idea what kind of spells my opponent has, Since it's an exile, I will just let him do all he wants. Pass the blockers, and now I'll try and Ride's End. If that's not possible, we're pretty much screwed, but maybe it will be. Okay, let's try. I can see a Snakeskin Veil or something like that coming down, but or a win. It's either a Snakeskin Veil or a win. Okay, so I guess my opponent didn't really have any more ideas except Dartfire Hero into Giant Growth, which he got 2 in the first 3 turns, which is, you know, pretty lucky. He got as many Giant Growths as pretty much as many as I had land, but that's fine. Another very quick game, very solid win, I guess. Let's get into another one. Okay, so after those 2 very quick, easy, simple games, we lost 1 against mono black demons, I guess. They were just too quick for us. In 1 turn they got in with the slasher and we got basically screwed. I will keep this just because we have Up the Beanstalk and Ride's End. This is what I needed last game and I couldn't get it. Okay, mount. So another Up the Beanstalk. I will keep that too. Okay, it's different than what I was expecting, but I'll take it. So let the value begin. Next turn these 2 are coming down. Okay, I'll definitely take that too. So, Authority of Councils and Up the Beans. We're risking things because I have no idea what our opponent has. Probably some enchantment removal. Okay, that I'm fine with that. To be honest. Okay, ley line is pretty decent. We just need the green Overlord of the Hauntwoods or whatever it's called. Yeah, I definitely need to kill the engineer. Okay, Netherland is now what I was expecting. I will surveil though. Another authority is pretty decent. You know what? I'm gonna get it immediately. Okay, and we got the Overlord of the Hauntwoods, which is pretty good because that will open completely the leyline binding to us, which is fantastic. Okay, I'm super fine with that turn. You can do that whenever you want. Now we need to be careful with the amount of cards we're drawing. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so that's actually perfect for us, and I think we're gonna stay put. Next turn I will most likely put the Overlord of the Mistmoors. I'm fine with that. It just gave me 2 life. And for now I'm gonna chill because I don't know if there's a Charred Mage's Rescue or something in his hand. I will try this obviously because we're fishing for a Sunfall right now. I don't want to play Temporary Lockdown. Okay. If needed, I will play the other one. And if he has 2, he has 2. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay, that's perfect. Perfect. Because next turn, I will most likely play Basin. Okay, I don't mind that. We're gaining 1 more life. So basically, we lost 1 life and he lost a very important creature. So, yep, I'll go with Basin. I'll still have 3 mana for the Rebuke or the Leyline Binding. Now I'll just pass turn. I'm not gonna get too greedy. I was gonna use the map tokens, but I think that would be too greedy. Okay, just giving me life. I appreciate that. We're on 18 life already. The number of goblins you control, so it's 1, 2, no, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 goblins. Well, let's trim that up a little. Trim, I mean, let's trim that up a little. I think, I don't know. And we're gonna take out the engineer as well, and we're just gonna, we need to be very careful. We're just gonna get 3. Okay, so again, we need to be very careful. We're drawing so many cards. It's crazy. I have no idea what to do. Let me think. Well, I'm gonna start by doing this. Temporary lockdown. I already have one. I doubt I'll need more, so. And right end. Okay, right end, I'll take it. I will attack with both. I want to put some pressure on our opponent, especially because we're gonna get 2 tokens. And 2 more cards. Which is insane. We're gonna need to discard 3 cards, and I guess next couple of turns I'm just gonna chill with playing, you know, huge cards. I'm gonna discard up the beanstalk because it's a little too up the beanstalky. I don't know what you want, man. Relax. Cacophony. Okay, if that's what you have, then guess what? You're screwed. Exactly. If that's what you have, you are completely done here. Okay, this would have been a rank up if it wasn't for that mono black demons loss, but still pretty happy with the game. Let's get into another one. Okay, so this is probably just like a test game, you know. I need to see how the the audio sounds, because once again I turn on, in this case, my OBS, and the audio mixer is going crazy. The other day I needed to put my mouth completely on top of the microphone, and now I am very comfortable actually, but the audio seems to be going a little bit insane, so we'll see. I'm not gonna keep this hand, I mean, this one ain't that better, but I'll take the Sunfall out, because this one, if I use it on tap creatures, it will become just a 2. You know, it will cost just 2, that's what I meant. Fantastic. This is exactly the card I needed, considering we have no green sources, which is beautiful. Another one I don't really need, but I guess this is a game where a magic won't give me a green source. So we'll see. Anyway, this is just a test game most likely, so probably won't be featured in the video. Okay. I could, but I'm gonna... Okay, so first green source, pretty decent. I'm gonna do that because I might use the fountain portability so I can create a fishy. A little small fishy. But it will all depend on, you know, the amount of damage our opponent tries to give us. Okay, I guess. Sunfall sucks. So I'm going to attack and I'll pass turn and see what's up because I kinda wanna sacrifice the fish. Okay, nowhere to run. He's gonna choose the fish. I'll try and draw a card with it. Up the beanstalk is definitely not a bad one considering. We will need to... that sucks, but we might get another green source with the up the beanstalk trigger. We'll see. That would be fantastic actually. Of course not. Who am I kidding? You would think magic would be nothing but a relentless... what's it called? Demon. It's not necessarily what I meant, but I'm gonna choose to draw because next turn I'm probably going to temporary lockdown. Yeah, I'll definitely will because there's no... Well, I can also ley line binding this one. I think I will. Just so I can draw another... Jesus. Magic is incredible. I gotta be honest with you, man. When it doesn't want to give you something, it won't. You can forget about that. God's real. It exists. Beautiful. And look at the auto tapper. Look how dumb the auto tapper is. Are you seeing that crap? Oh dear lord. 1, 2, 3. The auto tapper really is something else. Okay, so we are still on our way to do something in this game. Our opponent didn't really start that aggressively. What did... Really? Fountain Port. Not this. You took Fountain Port. Okay, that's fine by me. So... First, I don't have ley line binding. First, let me see... I'm gonna do this and copy that land token because it's basically free, this copy, which is fantastic. Okay, not ideal, but we'll take it. Now this is kind of doesn't matter. This is exactly what we were fishing for, and let me see. Okay, I'm gonna do this, see if he has a counter or something. Okay, so far, no counters. I will not use that. For now, at least. I will see what our opponent does. Okay, end turn, and I'm going to... What is he doing? Okay, so it's time to do this. There. What sucks in this situation is that we basically don't have... we are basically discarding more cards than we wanted to, but... Yeah, I think I'll take out the other authority of the councils. Like, all of this removal is going to be important. If needed, I'll take out the temporary lockdown as well. Sorry. Add to the little something there. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Because, you know, we still have a ley line binding we can use, and that territory forge didn't really do anything. He's going all out, doing not a lot though. I feel at least. We can take all of his Storm Chaser's talents and those copies with our temporary lockdowns. Not really problematic for us. I think I'm gonna take out the sauna though. We're drawing cards, 2 lands, okay, that sucks. I'm gonna take that one out. Seems to be the most problematic at this point. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna discard both lands because right now I don't wanna draw more cards. Eventually I'll have to play temporary lockdown to avoid us from milling ourselves. Which is kinda nuts, but... Okay, so Fear of Isolation will come down. Tap. It's gonna exile an artifact or a land. Which kinda sucks, obviously. It's gonna take out our Fountain Port most likely. I'm so confused with these choices. Sure, I guess. Now it kind of interests us to draw as many cards as possible. Okay, that's decent, but we kind of need more overlords, exactly. So there we go, and I'm gonna impede because we're gonna be creating tokens, drawing a bunch of cards. That's crazy. Okay, now we can actually temporary lockdown if we want to, obviously, because we can just lose our beanstalks because we have one more. So I'm gonna take out 1, 2, 3 cards this turn. I think that's the play for now. Taking out one of the temporary lockdowns, 1 brush land. Okay, that's fine. Whenever he chooses, I'll just Fountain Port and get the token. And get the card, I mean, from this token. Okay, another Leyline Binding is perfect actually, but now we need to discard 4. So 1 temporary, 1 land, 1 brush land, and that's complicated actually. Considering he plays very low to the ground creatures, mana wise, I think I'm gonna take out the Rebuke as well. Because we have everything we need right here to draw cards, to, you know, do a lot of crazy stuff. I don't think we really need to be that worried for now, at least. Okay, so okay, I don't mind that necessarily, and I kind of don't want to draw a lot more cards at this point of the game. Why is it doing that? Like, if it did that, my Leyline Bindings would be so expensive. And we just got another one, so... Okay, so... I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. I can pay 4 here. Attack, he's gonna take the 4 most likely. Exactly, and then I will just temporary lockdown. And basically our opponent loses, well, most of his board. I'll take out that Overlord because I have another one. Okay, we can deal with that. Okay, so another one. I'll go with Elemental this time. First, let's go with up the Beanstalk. Okay, another one that's perfect. Now we'll take out the Virtue of Knowledge. We'll play another one of these. And why not? We'll go with that one. Okay, and we'll just attack. He has to block, obviously, but now we have a lot of power on the board. Even if our opponent has, I don't know, I was gonna say Sunfall, but that's impossible because it's not in the right colors. But even if our opponent has our head, because we just got the win, something like a board wipe or whatever, as long as it wasn't, I think, a deadly cover-up, because that you can take cards out of your graveyard to cast it, which he couldn't because most of his stuff was here. But only that would make me like, so pretty decent. Let's see what happens next. Okay, so we got a pretty good win against one of the better decks, the bounce decks, so let's try one more. If not, we'll go to the this is very slow, but turn 2 I can actually use this if we're playing against an aggro deck, which is decent. Turn 3 Overlord, turn 4 I'll keep. We just need one little thing, Magic. It's a beanstalk. Give me the beanstalk. I don't want land. Exactly. Okay, that sucked. Like I was saying, we got a pretty solid win against a pretty solid deck, so that was supposed to be just a test video recording, but I'll keep it. It's going on the video, so cool. Ignore some of the things I may or may not say. I was not expecting to put that on the video. So, you know, there's always that. Yeah, I'll immediately go with that one. I'll Fountain Port and I'll Overlord. Okay, so after this, we can take a little bit of a hit, you know. And after this we can gain life, get tokens, because this is mono red, I'm assuming. Okay, so that was definitely not a bad turn for us. Yeah, I think this is kind of indifferent. I'll go with Avatar. Like I said, it's kind of indifferent. And we have now 2 Overlords active and 1 Leyline Binding. Well, active, pending, or impending in this case. But you know, they're going to where they should. And 1 Leyline Binding ready for any Artfire hero or whatever our opponent has. We would take what? I guess I would take the Artfire hero, right, in this situation, and I will, most likely. I don't think I want to risk it. I'm gonna take the Artfire hero, and we're gonna take the win as well. So I think this is gonna be a rank up, and I think this is a pretty good way of ending the video here. Our opponent was a little mana screwed, I guess. We had a strong start, even though a little slow at the same time, with no Beanstalk, no Authority of the Councils, which against mono red is fantastic. But you know, an early removal spell and early Overlord were very helpful, and we just needed to reap the benefits after. With that being said, I guess we're gonna go to the final thoughts. So guys, final thoughts here. This is a Selesnya Overlord deck with just some minor adjustments, I guess, from the one that was, you know, very famous a couple weeks or months back. And I think Right's End was probably something that was added, and I don't believe Caretaker's Talent was very prevalent in those decks, or maybe Authority of the Councils. It was either or. But anyway, we all know what this deck wants to do. It's fantastic when it works, and it works out most times. Sometimes you could see like this is a deck that needs, it's basically mono white with a splash of green, because you only have 2 green cards, Up the Beanstalk and Overlord of the Hauntwood, so only these 2 are green, and you have a lot of dual lands here. You have 4 forests to kinda make sure you don't get mana screwed, but Magic always finds a way. Magic Arena always finds a way. So sometimes I saw that happening, you know, but I think that's mostly the shuffler just being screwed as usual. When I complain about the shuffler, I'm not saying Magic Arena wants to screw me in particular. It's just the shuffler. It's not very well programmed, most likely, but I think it's not that easy to program RNG, which makes sense. But anyway, I digress again. Fantastic deck. I really wouldn't change a lot in this deck, except maybe adding a Spelunking or 2 instead of I don't know, I'm gonna say probably Caretaker's Talent. It's very useful, or maybe just run to Authority of the Council set 3, because Spelunking would make Overlord mana enter untap, would make Lush's Portico enter untapped as well. I don't know, maybe that's just me trying to find something to maybe potentially improve this deck, but it works out pretty well. You can definitely get to Mythic with this deck, at least I feel like you can. I'm very low ranked, as you can see. I haven't played that much this month. I apologize again for that. More videos are gonna be coming to the channel, don't worry about it. More Brawl, much more Standard obviously. We're gonna get Dragons of Tarkir soon. It's not Dragons of Tarkir, but it's Tarkir with a lot of dragons soon, so a lot more videos are gonna come, and I really hope you enjoy the videos that I'm putting out. Leave a comment, tell me what I should be doing better, what I should be leaning more towards. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave that like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It helps out the channel a ton and it's extremely appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.